Well, we have all either heard about or tried one weight loss solution or another. I know I have because there are so many out there. How could you not? But here's the thing. It can get so overwhelming, can't it? Well, our next guest says it doesn't have to be. Her book, called The Diet Solution Program, offers a solution to dieting and guarantees her program will help you lose body fat and increase energy and vitality. Isabel de los Rios joins us as part of our book author series. Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Danielle.
I'm so glad you're here with us this morning because I've got to start off with this, and I'm sure you've probably heard this before. There's so many diet solutions and so many books out there that it can get overwhelming and confusing. What makes your book different?
What I teach people is a realistic approach to not only losing weight, keeping that weight off, and staying healthy. And I say realistic because a lot of the diets that are out there are not realistic long term.
It's true.
So as you've probably seen before, people lose weight, but then they can't stick to whatever it is that that particular diet was teaching them or telling them to eat, and then they gain the weight right back. And it ends up being a yo-yo cycle, and they get frustrated, and they just give up on the dieting, give up on the healthy eating.
And you know what, I've been there, I have to admit. I've been one of those people where you try a diet and it works for the short term, but then because it doesn't continue to work, you just completely give up, and then you go have that piece of cake. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or two or three. And so what is the diet solution?
Well, what the diet solution is a healthy, natural way of eating. And I don't want that to sound like you're going to eat, nuts and berries or anything like that. No.
Okay.
It's going to be good food and natural foods like natural meats and poultry and whole eggs and good fats like avocados and olive oil and even things like butter, which people are really surprised when I tell them you can put butter on your vegetables and put some salt on them. Ooh. And it's going to taste delicious. So as you can see, it's a different approach, but it's an approach that works.
It sounds like it's more of a lifestyle approach. It's not dieting for the moment or for that month, but that it's a complete lifestyle change.
Danielle, that's exactly what it is. And that's what my clients and my readers have really embraced and appreciated about the Diet Solution Program, is that they can eat this way for the long term. It's how I eat. It's how my family eats. So it's great. It's easy to do.
You know, speaking of that, I wanted to ask you how you came up with the Diet Solution Program. Did you struggle with weight yourself?
I struggled with my weight for a very long time, and people are usually surprised when they hear that. But it started in my early teens. I think I was about 11, 12 years old, and I started following every diet out there. And unfortunately, we see that in girls, especially now. I hear in high schools and even in grade schools, girls that are talking about their weight and wanting to lose weight. So I was there, and I tried everything and anything like most people have. And until I found this approach, which was staying away from processed foods and staying away from the chemicals and just sort of embracing the foods that our ancestors ate. You know, how did our grandparents eat? How did our great-grandparents eat? And really embracing those principles, I not only lost the weight, but for the first time I was able to keep it off. And for me, that was about 30 pounds, which when you're only 5 feet tall...
I was going to say.
Yeah, when you're only 5 feet tall, 30 pounds is a lot of weight. But I did it without being hungry, and it's how I live my life now.
For other viewers out there who may be struggling with their weight, how do we know the Diet Solution really is a solution? Because I know you say it's different, but why not just go with the mainstream?
You know, Danielle, unfortunately, the mainstream, it's not working. And we see that in our communities and our population. You know, the obesity epidemic is just getting worse and worse. So if we continue to follow what's mainstream, it's clearly not working. So when people say to me, your approach is different and your approach may be a little unconventional, I say to them, we need to try something different because what people are doing now is not working. So give it a shot. Try something that you haven't tried before.
And very quickly, I wanted to ask you about this because dieting, as we all know, can be very stressful because you don't want to necessarily be weighing your food and counting every little thing. How does your plan take the stress out of it?
Because you learn which foods work for you, you learn which foods to stay away from, and that's all you need to know. You don't have to count any calories, you don't have to worry about, it needs to be in a specific and particular way. No, these are the foods you should eat, these are the foods you shouldn't eat, and there you go. Pick a breakfast, pick a lunch, pick a dinner, pick snacks that are going to work for you and for your family. And again, just look at your plate and ask yourself, is this natural? Is this in its natural
I'm gonna ask
form?
my plate that the next
That's
time.
it. That's it. You know, ask yourself, ask your plate.
All right, Isabel de los Rios, we appreciate you being here with us. Some good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
And once again, if you'd like more information on this or to order a copy of the Diet Solution Program, just log on to thedietsolutionprogram.com.